Hi, so today I'm going to configure multi-area OSPF and different areas will try and connect to the backbone area directly as possible, and in the rare cases where in these two cases where these two networks are not able to directly connect to the backbone area, then we have to configure a virtual link between them, virtual link where it has to be configured on the area border router over here and the area border router over here of this network. Uh, so uh, a separate virtual link will be created for this area, and a separate area, virtual link will be created for this area as well. So I've already configured the serial links and the connections. Uh, so let's get started. Let's start with the backbone area first. Enable. So I'm basically using the same IP addressing scheme as I used in the previous labs. Uh, router OSPF 1, enter to show IP route. Right, I have 4 connections directly connected to me, so I'll have to type network 11.22.33.48, and it's using /28, which is 15 is the wildcard mask, area 0, which is a backbone area, and 64, um, 16, 16, right, 22, 33, 44, 0, and 16. Right, that's about it. So let's go ahead and configure the rest of the routers. Mm, 33, and this should form adjacency area 0. Yep, and 48 should also form an adjacency bit. Uh, uh, no, this will not form adjacency because we have not configured the other router, this router. So OSPF on to show IP route network 92, 33, 44.16. Alright, I need to specify wildcard mask area 0. Sorry, area 0. Yep, this should show. This should, I guess, form adjacency because I think I have configured this on there. And 32. 32. Alright, let's move on to our next router. IP route IP network 22, 33, 44.32. These are in area 0. This should form adjacency. Alright, and that as well, 48 as well. Not ready for it. I think I'm drunk. So now that we have configured the area 0, let's start configuring the other network. 33, 44, 55, dot 0. It's using 4455.0. Let me see. It's using /24. Right, it's using the whole class C address, so I guess I have to dot 255 area, and which is in area 99. Right, and what else is left? Alright, that's about it. If I go here, conf.ospf 1 do show IP route network 33 44 55.0 and 00.255 area. What is the area? 99. This should form adjacency. Pardon me guys, uh, the thing I said, like I had subnetted with the same IP addresses. This thing I've used the whole class. In the previous lab I subnetted that IP addresses with /28, and that subnet was carried out over here as well, but I'm using 192.168. So you'll get to see. I'll put a link in the description where you can download this lab, what IP addressing I'm using. So I've configured this link. What about this network? Am I using the whole subnet or no? 0.0.0.3 area 5. Alright, is it 5 or what? Excuse me. Mm, 3. This should form adjacency. And alright, right. Mm, 255 area 99. This should form adjacency. Up. and network 55.66.0.0.15 area. What area is this? 123. 1, 2, 3. That's done. And last router OSPF1. Do route network 0. Not this network. Area, what was that? 123. Alright. 16. Passive is personal 0/0. Exit out of there. So now that we have configured OSPF on all the routers and different areas on area 120 over here, area backbone area over here, virtual link area, we have not yet configured the virtual link area, which is 99, and 123 and 5 area. So let's go ahead and check out if I can route. Right, so what route do I have? This area, this area, this area, all these two are directly connected, and these two by OSPF, and these two should be getting these as well. What's wrong? Alright, not configured these areas. I should run. Yep. I think I have not configured this. The router OSPF1 route. Yep, not configured. Network. 120, I guess. 64. If I'm not mistaken, if that's the 120, yep. OSPF invalid packet from must be a virtual link but not found. Why is that? Why would it need a virtual link? Let's see. Show run. Alright, I misconfigured these ones because this should be in area 120. Sorry about that. Router OSPF 1. No. What was that? Come on. And not these ones. So area 120 and 164. Excuse me. Yep, transform adjacency. What about the other? Excuse me. Yeah, I've learned about this route, this route, this route, and the virtual link route 33 network. Yep, and this route as well, since it's not directly connected. The directly connected is 32 network. All right, so I say OSPF one show IP route. All right, network 11 22 33 dot 16 0 0 area 120 and 48 48. Yep, this should form adjacency between the area border router. Yep, right there. I hope this is the last one. Because it has taken forever like to configure all of the routers. Show IP route network 11 5 area 120 passive interface and network 33.16 and shit, 32 right, right, show IP route. The thing I want to show you is all is, so right now this is the farthest router connected to the backbone area. Now these these routers all are having the similar routes, uh, except for these. Because why? Because they are not able to reach them, because they are not directly connected to the backbone area. So backbone area doesn't know about those route unless and until we configure the virtual link. Then the routes will be learned. Like for example, show IP route. So it's, even though I have configured OSPF show run, even though I have configured OSPF, and let me configure the passive interface. Okay, alright, configured it. So even though I've configured the OSPF routes on these ones, since it is not directly connected to the backbone area, so it's not able to learn the routes. So let's see if I show IP route. Alright, yep, this one is getting because it's directly connected to the backbone area. So backbone area is spreading the route which has learned or which were injected by this area into the backbone area. So then it spreads the route accordingly towards this routers, since it is directly connected. These two are not directly connected. So in order to form a link or form a to communicate from this PC to this PC, we have to form a virtual link. Before that, let me show you I have to configure router ID, which I should have done before, but I forgot. When you're configuring router OSPF1, you need to configure when you're configuring OSPF, you need to configure router ID, which I forgot. Now it has automatically has set a router ID right now. Show IP OSPF interface. If I do that, or if I can be more specific, show IP OSPF interface FA0/0, and this is the router ID of this is this thing. So if I want to it, give it as a hard code router ID, all I need to type in router SPF1, and router ID would be this one. Now it will ask me to reset the clear the processes on the router. I'll do that. Clear IP OSPF process. Hit enter. Do you want to reset it? Yes. So likewise, you need to create a router ID for these two routers as well. The, sorry, where's the router ID? Alright, here. The router ID doesn't mean like it's only for this interface. The router ID is for the router itself, not that interface. If I show you all to show IP OSPF interface, and if I show you all the interfaces, now the router ID was this only, but sorry, yep, this one on serial interface as well as on the fast interface. Before that, before doing anything, let me clear the process. Conti router SPF1 router do show IP SPF. What did I do wrong? So router ID is this thing. Strange. Yeah, it's the highest one. It will take the highest IP address on the if you have configured a physical interface with the highest IP address, then it will pick up that IP address and set it as a router ID. Router ID. Clear IP. So now what I need to do is so this is router ID. So when I'm creating a virtual name, let's start with this one. Set OSPF1. Now that we are in the OSPF router process ID 1, let's start configuring. Type in area and type in the area number which is here, which will be forming a virtual link between the other areas. And type in virtual link and the IP address of the router ID, which is the neighboring router which you want to form a virtual link between them. I'll just copy this. Let me, what is the router ID of this one? 54. So now that it has detached, I guess. Yep. It's saying that it has a mismatch area ID. That's because we have not configured the virtual link in here. After we configure the virtual link, then it should restore back to normal. 33. I guess. Yep, this was, I guess. I think it should form an adjacency right now. Alright, the virtual link, it's being fully loaded. Okay, the adjacency has formed. So if I want to show you all, this is the command, and if I try to do that over here as well, I don't know what's the router ID in here. Is 192.168.1.1. Alright, so since we are inside the router OSPF command, all we need to type in 192.168.1, and I think I can copy this in here. There is a mismatch because we have not configured it. Virtual link right now here. If I do this command, then it should form adjacency anytime right now. It takes a bit of a time, right? It has formed adjacencies. So let's give it a bit of a time for them to learn the routes. So right now, let's go ahead. So now previously it was not having the routes of these networks, and even these networks, only this router, because it was in area, a different area, not directly connected to the backbone area. So if I try to ping this PC, I don't know what the IP address is. 122.33. I should get a ping from that PC. Alright, a full connectivity. What about this PC? Ping 192.168.1. It should be either 5 or 6. I don't know. Yep. So, and if I try to ping from this PC to that, 92.6, right, and 54.55.66.30, I guess. Hope it's 30. Alright, so that's about it. So I've showed you all how to configure OSPF with multi areas in it, and I did show you all how to configure the virtual link. Uh, so if you all have any problems configuring any of the routers or this lab, please let me know, and I'll put a link in the description where you can download this lab. Thanks for watching.